Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
What might you be looking
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What good will come of this? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope...
What I can do for you?
Seeing the captain always makes me nervous.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melve has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melve offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melve's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development. You'd best watch yourself. Do you know who I am?
You came to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melve escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
I've more than my fair share of troubles as 'tis.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again. Well met, sir.
I pity he's content to live in idleness. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if what were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I'll feel a sight there. Great chance.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
What am I to do? I couldn't live with myself.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Can't place what
If I could find a noble to take me on, I'd be set.
Always another errand to see to.
These old bones. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
This is a place to forget one's troubles.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
There's no easy thing. Making a living as a soldier.
A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. I'm stuck to the passenger car.
I shan't allow any further harm to come. Let my magic grant you an end.
It seems we haven't raised our
And your people right to our lodge. A fine place to hop. Harvest some ingredients.
Shall we?
Have you need of me? Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
It's this way.
What the?
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
From me to bear what younger shoulders.
I've got to make room for my next shipment.
These
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Racket.
Welcome. Ready to give the signal. It's been a hard day. Hustle and bustle.
This place never changes.
The rules at your leisure.
Well met, sir.
There'll be a few heavy
Fancy a
purses
gander?
about today.
Fine wares all.
I'm dead on my feet. I've much to do yet.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
greatly appreciate the coin or two to soak my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant, the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
So dull when there's nothing doing.
This job better be worth it.
Maybe I'll treat myself to a
Bloody
tipple
early.
before bed.
I'm not getting in anyone's way.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. Peruse at your leisure.
Time to be heading home.
My knees have been acting up of late. Suppose I'd best earn my keep. Not sure how much Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
I don't know what to do.
Wished
I don't know what to do.
only had to sleep.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I'm dead on my feet.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
All the others made it. Why's mine like so rotten?
I'm dead on my feet. I suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into...
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
I'll go and open the chest.
I dare not showcase a performance unperfected.
I would have a mouthful. I want a dash of salt. Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Well, I ne'er.
Interested in my wares?
Go on, have a look.
Not my kind of place, this.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Wish I'd been born a noble.
I've a book I ought to be getting back to.
Is there anything to do around here?
Don't I know that lass from somewhere?
Any loose
Time to be seems naught can cure our desire for oblivion.
Interested in my wares? Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
Let's see. Where to next?
And nary a coin to
I'd
show
sooner
for
not
it.
associate with
Go
drunkards.
on, have a look.
I end up feeling weary
Mayhap
even
I ought
after
to be
a
getting
day of
home.
rest. Interested in my
A performance
wares?
like mine requires no ostentation.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Go on, have a look.
A few hours sleep or humilities my thoughts.
This is my sort of place, the
I'm
more
tired
the
of
merrier.
breaking my back for someone else.
Interested in my wares?
I'm in fine fettle today. Naught can cure our desire for oblivion.
If I sleep
Wonder
on
how long
my
this
woes,
job's supposed to
mayhap
last.
they'll go away.
It's been a hard day.
Go on, have a
This
look.
walk ought to ease my mind of its burdens.
Can't
If I
remember the
sleep
last
on
time
my
my
woes,
pockets jingled.
mayhap they'll go away.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Interested in my
I pity
wares?
those content to live in idleness.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Plenty of gossip to be had here.
Go on, have a look.
Best be heading home.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Only fools walk into peril unprepared. I'm off.
Almost wish aught would happen to shake Interested things in up. my wares?
Them nobles do nothing.
There's got to be
but
something
sweet
fun to
meats
do
and
here.
ale.
I'd sooner not associate with drunkards.
If I sleep
Go
on my woes,
on, have a
mayhap
look.
they'll go away.
Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
Time to be heading home.
Interested in my wares?
I always draw the short straw.
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier. I'll do.
Go on, have a
Don't
look.
try and stop me. I'd sooner not associate with drunkards.
All that fuss and nary a coin to show for it.
Interested in my wares?
What's the...
Another
Tomorrow
day,
will be no
another adventure.
Got to think about what's in season.
All All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it.
A hard day's work, is it too?
Not my kind of place, this. All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it.
No shortage of these. A book I ought to be getting back to.
Living's hard, but not my kind of place, this. Anyhow.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
Let's see. Must have taken a wrong turn. Mustn't get complete time. I'd need of a new skill. Go on, have a look.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Wonder if there's any in my wares to be had. I'm dead tired. This is no place to compose my.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I ain't gonna make any coin here.
A hard day's work, is it too?
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Stock up on the basics. Flour, salt, fats.
I don't feel safe.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
No one's coming to my rescue.
Time to be heading.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
More about trouble here. I best move along. I don't know what to do.
There's the ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Some call it culture, I call it love.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner. My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Quiet at last. Well met, sir. Goodness me.
It's a fair price, yet no one's bought it.
My bed is as sharp as a sword.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Won't someone do aught about this? Quite the predicament.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
I won't tell you that I know how to swim. Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest. How are we to fight with such worn out gear? I'd sooner.
Aye? What do you want?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of?
You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
What am I to do?
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
Best make this, else I'll be at this all night.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
Oh, someone do aught about this?
It is quiet today.
You're fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
Interesting.
Give her a mother veil.
To market I go.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Look as long as you please.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Say, do I know you from somewhere?
This is an out.
Where the Saurians?
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk.
The prison has been drenched. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Well met, sir. Welcome, and well met.
Ah. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There's a ladder here.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.